haunts more than failure. The almost. Those specters of unlived moments, trailing behind us, soft as twilight shadows, never near enough to touch, never distant enough to fade. The love we cradled but left unspoken. The risks we dared but never took. The selves we glimpsed but never shook. Almost is a phantom that lingers in the spaces between what was and what could have been. It does not announce itself with thunderous regret, nor does it shatter doors in its wake. Instead, it drifts silently through the corridors of memory, leaving them just ajar enough to glimpse a life unlived. It visits in the dead of night, weaving through restless thoughts, tracing its cold fingers over abandoned dreams, over words left unsaid, over the hands that nearly intertwined but never held. The universe knows this ache. Stars that burn for eons yet die unseen. Planets poised for life but left barren. Celestial bodies drawn toward each other only to miss by a fraction of eternity. And I have seen it in the rain. Two droplets racing down the glass, converging, hesitating, only for one to falter, to slip away, leaving nothing but a shimmer of what almost was. Our lives are graveyards of almost, a hoard of buried dreams, half-written stories, unsent apologies that linger like echoes in an empty room. They settle in the quiet corners of our existence, unseen until they rise like shadows, forming barriers between who we are and who we might have been. It is not death that haunts me, but the weight of an unlived life, the unbearable heaviness of almost, the bitter aftertaste of I nearly did dissolving on a final breath, a whisper lost to the wind. Perhaps life's cruelest trick is not in its endings, but in its glimpses, offering us visions of what we could be, only to place an invisible chasm between us and that becoming. We see ourselves not in mirrors, but through windows, always out of reach, forever separated by a pain too thin to break, yet too thick to cross. The tragedy is not in failing, but in the cruel proximity to victory, the way success brushes against our fingertips before vanishing like mist on the tongue. The way, for a single, glimmering heartbeat, we believe we might outrun our limits, only to be pulled back by the gravity of what we are. But here is the most terrible and beautiful truth. Your life, in all its quiet monotony, is someone else's almost. The morning you rush through without thought is the future another once begged for. The day you deem unremarkable is the unreachable dream of someone whose time ran out too soon. Perhaps the cruelest trick of all is not in what we nearly had, but in what we failed to see. Our gaze fixed on the horizon of what could be, while the present slips, unnoticed, through our hands.